So in total that took me probably about an hour in all to mount that engine. These are super easy to mount. Any motorcycle engine usually hangs. You can just build some ears off a Go Power Sports engine plate. Bam, you got a go-kart with a dirt bike engine. Now I am going to cut out the mounting holes on the plate just a little bit, you know, shave probably 1/8 of an inch, so I have that little bit of play to twist the engine. It looks like the engine is a little bit twisted, the front towards the driver, and I don't want that chain, you know, getting any, I mean, when I spin the sprocket it seems perfectly fine, but just in case I can waller those out so I can twist the engine plate just a small bit. So what we got to do next is mount the radiator. I'm not going to be able to run the factory radiator hoses. I'm going to run down to Napa and buy just some, you know, straight pieces of radiator hose and mount my radiator in this open section right here beside the engine somewhere. I can draw this side in a little bit, and I may not, I don't know yet, but we can get that radiator mounted, mount us up a gas tank, and then start putting the carb on the motor, you know, fitting everything. Then I'll pull that engine plate off, fully weld everything, and button this thing up. So we got our clutch mechanism all welded on with a stop. We can actually bend that stop down if we need to, but I think that's fine. That's about how much throw a dirt bike has. And then we have this is off a top plate for a GX390, and it's aluminum, and this piece is aluminum, so we can TIG weld this on there, and that'll give us a throttle eyelet for our clutch cable. Our clutch cable housing will sit in this, and the cable will run up and just have a little eyelet in there, and we can tension it up, and that should be perfect right there. But we can't TIG that here. My welder's DC only, so we can't do aluminum, unfortunately. Brandon's making the radiator mount. The engine sets right here. The kickstart's about right here. What I'm going to do is make a hand lever kickstart, so you can just basically crank it over with your hand. And I wanted to mount this radiator like this, but that would put my return line kicking out this way. So we're going to have to mount it like this. Mount it flush on this. He's going to cut a piece of flat stock basically to weld in here. So he's making that. I've welded up the engine mount completely, and now I can bolt on this Go Power Sports race cart mount. It's called a flip mount, I believe. It just basically sets on the frame, and this sandwiches the tubing, mounting it all down. We can actually adjust this over as well if we want to get the engine away from the driver. We can loosen these two 9/16 bolts and slide that, which we may do. It just depends on how it sets when I'm on there. Now the engine's on. I don't have any 40 chain. I have to run 40 chain for now until I get me a 420 sprocket. A 40 chain will run on 420 sprockets, but you can't do vice versa. Vice versa.
up.
Alright, so Brandon came up with a good idea. Because I taught him well. Oh, that does fit perfect in this bimini.
I told you it did.
So this is some stainless from Brandon's work. They build bimini tops for boats and like golf carts and stuff. Pretty pathetic job.
It is.
I'm just kidding. Pretty cool. They get to. I mean, I'm sure it sucks. It's a job, but anywho, we're gonna weld this 3/8 bolt in the bottom of this. This is what 7/8 stuff.
No, that's 3/4. The big one's 7/8.
Good gosh. I just looked at you like, oh my gosh. Like a cracked character. So he's drilling a hole in this seat bracket to put a heim joint. Show you, boy.
Right there, one of them Go Power Sports heim joints right there. You get them on gopowersports.com.
Hey, that needs to be fine thread.
Does it?
Yeah, we don't have fine thread. Oh. We may. I mean, we can dig around and look. So we're gonna put a heim joint right there. We're gonna weld that 3/8 bolt in the end of this. Okay, you got me so far?
And then this.
And then that will slide, that heim joint will we'll slide on that right there. Okay, you with me? So that'll allow this to spin, correct? Then we have this 7/8 stuff. It's got a burr on it. Okay, let's go. Okay, so that fits it really tight. We can build a thing off of this right here, and that'll also give it another brace up top, and this will be welded to the frame of the go-kart. So basically this whole rod will spin is what we're getting at. Then we'll cut this off however high, and we'll put a 90 on it. We'll just notch a piece of this, weld it on, put us a little 90 sticking out, and basically we'll have a push-pull shifter set up, and we won't have to reach far off of the steering wheel. You know, I've seen a lot of shifter carts, people just do the simplest thing and put a shifter right here, but these handling on these go-karts are super touchy, and I don't want to die, because YouTube life, you have no insurance. So I wanted as close to the steering wheel. We couldn't do butterfly shifters because I mentioned we couldn't get a recluse clutch, and I didn't want to do a foot clutch because there's already, I mean, my fat daddy feet are cramped in there. It's like two ham hocks sticking in the floorboard, so there's no other way to put a clutch. And I know you only really need a clutch to take off and when you go to stop, but I think it'd be stupid to have some random rig thing, so this is what we're doing. We'll see how it works out. We'll just tack stuff at first, see if it works out. Have any luck over there?
I found one, but it's about 4 foot too long.
Oh!
What?
Are you mocking me?
Are you mocking me?
I'm going home. I can't take this anymore.
I'm going home. I can't take this anymore.
That!
Ah!
Gracie, you want to see a magic trick? Here we go.
It's not a magic.
It's magic.
It's not magic.
Brandon's digging through the bolt bin, which is just sucky.
I got about 18 of them like his tabs.
Yeah. I'm just hanging out, living life, doing my thing, you know.
There's always one worker and one player.
So what's he playing with now?
This, catch it. It's coming over your head.
No, I don't want to.
Ah,
I'm not catching it. What was it? God, what is that?
it's one piece of metal folded a certain way. And if you push on each end, and claps it, and then you go, so.
Whoa!
Yeah. Seen them Royal King had to have it.
Greg,
It was either $1 in gas in my truck
Sure
or
that
this.
is,
Greg is a trinket collector. That's where
I
my
got,
kids get it from.
when fidget spinners come out, I was like, those are dumb fidget spinners, and I was like, I'm gonna buy one. So I bought this sweet ceramic bearing fidget spinner. It's like $5. Thing will spin. I think it's still spinning from back when fidget spinners was popular.
I'm tired of messing around. I'm just gonna weld this. I'm gonna cut this and make me a boat. I'm tired of digging.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. Right there.
Yeah, should be good. Okay.
We don't call him the backwoods fabricator for nothing.
Right.
I'm too old.
Getting old.
Me too.
I used to be able to pop, lock, and drop it all day. Now I can only pop. Not and or lock. It's pop or lock.
That's why I married him, guys.
Because I can pop and lock it.
Laughing all the time.
That's dangerous.
Shut up, Greg. He's not just marry you.
Whoa.
That's where that goes. Hey, boy. When we say backwoods fabricator, we mean backwoods lover. I wouldn't super tight it because I don't know exactly what angle I'll need it at. You know what I mean? Doggy, we're close. Big. Getting excited. That'll never work. That'll definitely never work. That'll never work.
It'll work.
Won't work.
Yeah.
I'll tack that up. Oh my gosh.
It'll work, Greg.
Okay. Excuse me, this garage is small. Time you haven't seen. We put our shifter on, so that's how it works. We just took that. What did you say? This 3/4.
7/8.
Oh, 7/8, and this is 3/4. Made us a bracket, welded it to it, and bolted it with the thing. So now it pivots, and there's that Go Power Sports Heim joint that's for the tie rod ends. So that's all sturdy, and the handle will be about like that. So when you shift, it'll be shift up and then shift down. We could have did it the opposite way. All you gotta do is flip the shifter, but it's close to the chain. Forgot to get 40 chain.
Dang, I know there was something.
So now we got this. This is for a Bimini Top 2. What is this for? Tying
Where it
off?
snaps onto the onto the boat or the tail or either one.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is cut this down so it's in line with this rod right here. This is already hooked up to our. We'll show you when we pull this off how we done this. So we're just gonna trim this out. You can mark that, baby, or this. We'll get this welded on first, and then we'll cut the rod.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll show you in the meantime what we have did here. So I cut the factory shifter off, welded a piece of flat stock. Bam, we threaded this piece of a 1/4 inch rod stock. We had just threaded it, so now that's all threaded in. This will set.
Come on.
Dead. He died. Oh!
Yeah, the winner!
Did you draw something over there?
Go-kart.
A go-kart?
Yeah, he don't make go-kart.
It's Grayson's go-kart.
Yeah. That's Aubrey's.
The cool pack will be mounted there. Then the CDI will be zip tied right there out of harm's way, and then the exhaust will wrap around here and barrel out the back. I wonder if it'll hurt that cool with those on it and tacking. You know what I mean? Okay. If it does, will you guarantee me that you'll buy?
I will. I'll buy you 2 of them if it does.
There we go.
Take it back off first so I can cut it and fix it.
Oh, yeah.
I did a sign saying.
Bam. Oh yeah, you gotta tap that.
Everybody.
Thread that puppy. Oh, look at that bezel break without a notcher. Oh, classy guy.
You just gotta be careful. This thing's quick.
It almost got me. I went,
All right.
whoa! Like, there.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, I think it aluminum is
Alright,
good.
that's good. How can we, so we'll have to unbolt it from that to fully weld that around
What?
to get that full.
Oh, yeah.
I just put the nut on the bottom too.
Right.
Alright, now we can, that worked great, but the engine isn't bolted down, so you really can't put much pressure. So now we'll weld that all up. And then, what else left to do? We got a chain. I forgot to buy a 40 chain. We'll probably go ahead real quick and make a break.
Radiator hoses, we forgot the hoses.
Son of a mother. We'll go ahead and make a brace for this exhaust real quick. This is a piece of flat stock. This is right in the road. This will slip through there. That's the way we can clock it about there. I think we should go ahead and put this spring on it.
Get off my ear, Skater. Did you get him?
I think so. Mess with my brother.
They'll learn.
I know I'm the worst camera girl ever.
Hey guys.
What was wrong with the way you had it on there a minute ago?
I don't know, back was dropping. Hook it back with your hands, no tools.
I can't.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Don't hurt yourself now. Can't do it. Can't do it.
He's got the junkiest pair of vice grips in the drawer.
Actual brand vice grips.
They're still junky.
And you showing me butt crack, I can see a full moon over here.
That runs in the family, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, back in Daddy. Daddy probably should have been charged with how much I seen his butt crack. It probably affected my growth as a youngster. Do you remember ever not seeing Daddy's or butt crack when he was working on something? And he had that belt that said James on the back of it, like he's gonna forget. Whose belt is this? Kim, is this your belt? No, it's yours, James. Read the back of it. All right, fellas, we're really close on the shifter cart. We just got to get that piece of aluminum TIG welded and do the gas tank and find a place to tap a barb to run the pulse pump. So very soon, probably the next episode, there shouldn't be nothing holding us back from riding this bad boy. We may have to adjust that shifter mechanism and make it a little bit longer because the gears are like extremely close. I'm telling you, you push it a quarter of an inch, it shifts, so it might be a pain getting that thing into neutral. But we'll see. We'll just have to ride it and see how she goes. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this this build series. It's going to be over pretty soon, and then we can. I do have the body for this cart to throw on it, so we'll probably do that after she's all built. So look out very soon for the next episode, probably next week or sometime. We just got back from FabTech, so we was gone a little bit during this week. So not much has been done on the shifter cart. Stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of stuff coming. Look forward to the Street Legal mini bike coming on Monday. We love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless. Redbeard's Garage is powered by GoPowersports.com. Go Power Sports has a huge amount of awesome go-kart and mini bike parts, and when making your purchase, use the Redbeard discount code in the upper right-hand corner of your shopping cart to grab yourself a sweet deal. Hit that subscribe button and make sure the notification bell is on so you'll never miss another episode, and go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest to stay up to date with the channel. Guys, always come back to Redbeard's Garage. I'm out.